everybody, it's Peter here from the Esoteric Order of Gamers, and behind the camera is Andy.
Hello gamers.
And today we are going to play, finally, it's long overdue, Firefight by Mantic Games. This is the second edition of the game. We played it once and really enjoyed it, and we're finally getting to film a game. It's the Enforcers versus the Marauders. Andy is playing the Marauders, otherwise known as Orcs, and I am playing the Enforcers, otherwise known as Marine Dudes. And we're playing on this lovely table, which I've set up with a whole bunch of terrain. Some of this terrain are these buildings, which are dead zone buildings, also from Mantic, which are great. We've got some very old craters from Games Workshop, and some old, I think this was like 4th edition Warhammer 40,000 terrain. Old stuff, some Heroscape trees, in case you're interested. Some very old hills as well from Games Workshop, from Citadel. And some Kill Team terrain over here. So all together, and it's all resting on a beautiful deep cut studio neoprene mat. And let me just say before I get onto the game that Deep Cut Studio make very cool mats. They send them to me for free so I can show them to you, but I really like them. And they sent me a new batch of ones recently, and this has become my new favourite. It's this muddy, grassy ground which looks all sort of as though it's been churned up by lots of feet. deepcutstudio.com, go and check out their stuff. So, Firefight! Very exciting. You ready, Andy?
Oh man, I'm so looking forward to this. I'm deeply enthused.
Let's get started. There he is, the man himself.
Hello.
Andy, playing the Marauders today.
Heroic freedom fighting underdogs that they are.
Well, you can call them that, or you can just call them crazy orcs who just want to kill everything within range. Either one is fine.
You can say that.
So we're going to start off with a command roll. Now, what I'm going to do is go roughly through the rules in the first turn so you get an idea of how this particular game plays. But there's some nice little extra tweaks and interesting things they do. And one of them is the command roll.
Love this one. So all of essentially your leaders and certain tactical guys in your force list contribute dice to get command points, and this allows you to do like stratagem type things, you know, if you're familiar with 40k. So what I roll on my dice will dictate the buffs I can give my Marauders, and that's okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's pretty good.
So I will have more than Peter's elite corporate overlords.
Let's see what I get.
No.
2, 3. Oh, that's not bad. That's 5. Okay. Now, talking about command points and orders, I'll just point out that there are two different types of orders. There's faction orders, which depend obviously on your faction, and I've got them on my own little reference sheets here. And then you've got command orders, which come from your command unit, and they have special things. So I've got, for example, within 12 inches, he's got an aura, which allows him to re-roll hits and re-roll armor stuff. So, now the other good thing about the Enforcers as well is that I can use faction orders, or any of my units can use faction orders. They are, where is it?
Anywhere on the board.
Anywhere on the board. Advanced training. Usually you can only use faction orders if you're within 12 inches of your commander. So there you go. Now one thing that you can always do is spend a command point to do an extra activation. So once you can do one of your activations, and then you can spend a command point to immediately do another one to just give you the jump on your opponent. And the other thing you can use command points for is to remove a pin marker from units, because we have pin markers in this game.
Yeah, pretty simple stuff on the whole, but still quite versatile.
It is versatile indeed. So we have done the generating of the command pool, and now the great thing is, of course, it's alternating actions. Yay!
Oh, it's so simple. And maybe the other feature of this game that I love is all of measurement is leader to leader. So you're not measuring from every single dude. Peter's put red dots on his leaders, maybe hard to see on the camera, but all I have to do is worry about moving my leader the 6 inches or whatever, and so long as his guys are in coherency, it's fine. So you're not measuring every guy.
We'll show them that in the moving phase. So what we've already done is we've rolled for a recon roll, and the winner of the recon roll gets to decide who has initiative. Andy has won that roll and chose to take initiative, so he has to set up his force first, which he did.
I've got 2 last guys that I held in reserve because I'd beaten you by 2 on the recon roll.
Yes.
So I just need to place these guys now.
Yep, so he placed his, I placed my guys.
And then I got to place 2 more.
Oh, and look at that. These guys have some nasty kind of
pew, pew,
artillery
pew.
type
Bullet,
weapons,
bullet, bullet.
and they're sitting up there on the roof. What? Artillery on the roof?
Yeah, with a good shot of this killing field in the centre.
Okay. Well, look great, but unfortunately they've got the keyword bulky, so they can't be placed in a building. So, yeah, sorry about that.
That's all my sneaky guys.
These guys are bulky too.
These guys are bulky too.
Oh no, they just can't go into buildings. So you can go ahead. I'll just explain what you're doing as you do it. But basically, you get 2 short actions or 1 long action every time you activate a unit. Short actions are things like shooting and blazing away, which is a form of shooting. You could advance up to your first speed stat. There are 2 speed stats. That's a short action. You can hit the dirt. So if someone is firing at you, you can hit the dirt to give -1 to hit on attacks directed towards you. You can also go into an overwatch, which is slightly confusingly named. It's not the overwatch of firing during your opponent's turn. It's actually sort of hunkering down, so you can still do assault reactions even though you're pinned. Slightly complex there. You can do a sprint action, which is a long action, so it'll take your whole turn. That means you can move up to your second speed stat. Or you can do steady aim, which is a long action and allows you to shoot with ignoring a -1 modifier. So those are your options. What are you going to do, Andy?
I think for my first option, I'm going to get my Ripper Rainmakers to shoot their long range, which is 36-inch weapons.
36?
Yeah, like these guys are strapped with heaps of different weapons. I'm not going to be able to shoot with my 18-inch because that's just too far across the board, but I'm going to use their HEW beamer and a rocket salvo, which is only 1 dice each, so it's not super impressive.
Rocket salvo is only 18-inch though, isn't it?
Rotary cannon is 18-inch, so they've got 2 weapons.
Okay.
So I'll be rolling 2 dice at 36 inches.
Look, I'm standing out in the open like a shack in a rock. Whoops. Haven't had a chance to get into cover before he starts firing huge, horrible weapons at me.
Yeah, time to soften these guys up, because Peter is like terrifyingly elite. He's like a really scary 2 wound on everyone, high armor, and really good guns, but quite short range guns. So I need to soften Peter up as much as I can before that range closes and he just starts mowing me down.
So many people have tried to soften me up. They've all failed. Okay, so how do you fire? You're going to be able to ignore 1 -1 modifier. So basically, it's the same old story. It's very easy. You just check the range. You roll a number of dice equal to the dice value of each weapon. Then you roll a hit trying to equal or beat the shoot value of the weapon. You get a -1 if they're in cover and a -1 if they've hit the dirt. And then you roll again, trying to equal or beat the target's armor value. So, of course, you've got your usual kind of line of sight and cover rolls and things like that, but we won't go into detail with that. But basically, it is simplified because it's leader to leader. So Andy just measured from his leader directly to my leader. However, it does block to 50% of my unit, which is the other one, and that means that I'm in cover. If 50% of your unit is can't be seen, that means the unit is in cover. So it's -1 to hit, but of course you're doing a steady aim action, so you can ignore that -1. So it's a straight up roll to hit. What are your dice?
They're not great. I'm hitting on a 5+, so I've got a 50-50.
But how many dice are you rolling?
Only 1 per weapon.
Oh,
so
really?
2 dice, yeah.
Oh.
So this is a long shot.
Okay, you've got 2 hits.
2 hits with AP3.
AP3?
AP3.
These are jet bikes, and they're very elusive, so you're going to have to re-roll one of those successful hits, I'm afraid.
5+.
What do you need? 5+?
5.
Oh, bugger.
Yeah.
Okay, and they are not resilient. All my other guys are resilient except for my jet bikes, which makes sense, doesn't it?
I love this. I'm happy already.
Okay, I've got a number of 6+, and you've got a 3 AP.
So that's 2 dice on 3 pluses.
You've got to beat
So
my
looking
armor.
for high numbers again.
Yep, and he does it. Okay, that's 2 hits, curse you, and I've got 2 hit points each. So, yeah, there goes one of my jet bikes. First turn of the game, you've taken out a jet bike.
I'm happy with that.
Not very happy about that at all.
But wait, I've still got 2 more shots incoming from a rocket salvo.
Okay, so this rocket salvo is an indirect weapon, so it basically only hits on a 7+ with no modifiers for steady aim or anything like that, so roll them.
All right, 7 and 8s.
Yeah!
One
hit!
One hit.
Can you stop doing that, please? It's very annoying.
It's my whole strategy.
Yeah.
I made a mistake. It's 2 dice per guy, so I've still got 2 more to roll.
Oh, God.
Nothing. 1 hit still. No AP.
Okay, you need a 6
So what's
plus.
your armor? 6 plus.
Please miss. Oh,
Yes! Lucky 7.
no! Oh, that's another hit.
That's another hit.
Okay.
And your guy is pinned, by the way.
First short action will have to be to get rid of that pin marker. Now, I made a stupid mistake. Yes, my jet bikes have a scout action, so after deployment, they could have moved up to 18 inches, and I completely forgot all about it. I could have moved them right over here into cover, but I forgot. And this is the problem with filming battle reports, that your brain's so full of all this stuff that you forget crucial special abilities. So I'm just going to take that on the chin and move on. It's just the start. But they've probably got some more weapons, haven't they?
No, that's them done.
Oh,
So if I want, I could spend a CP to activate another person.
Yeah, you could.
I'm not going to do that, though.
Oh, good. Thank you. My turn. Well, after that outrageously bad first turn for me, well, not even a turn, it was the first activation. I'm going to move my peacekeepers up here. I've got 2 peacekeepers here. They're the big guys. These are enforcers. These are peacekeepers. Now, they can do a short action to move 6 inches. So they will move up here behind cover, like so. And then with their second action, they're going to shoot. And they're just going to shoot at your dudes here.
Oh, no.
They've got a range of 18. So that's... Oh, hello. Oh, no, I'm short.
Oh,
Oh,
oh.
no. That's no good.
Guys, this is a great game. Honestly, I can't recommend Firefight enough. At least
Especially when you're playing with an idiot like me, because I'm taking really bad choices here. I'm happy with that. What they're going to do, I think, is hit the dirt to just give them a little bit of extra thing. So the enforcers will hit the dirt behind cover. There we go.
so that makes them extra hard for my guys to
Another
shoot.
-1 to hit. I'm going to get the jump on him and do, well, not really the jump, more like the anti-grav. Whew. Because all my guys have anti-grav, so they're like the Sardaukar in Dune. They just go...
They're pretty cool. Like
Yeah.
these guys, like as like evil corporate overlord type characters, like they're pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty cool. So I'm going to spend 1 command point to do a, what do you call it? Extra activation, and I'm going to activate these guys. So these are anti-grav, so they don't actually have to climb up into this building. They just go up into
Oh, you're getting up into a building, are you?
Well, I'm going on the roof actually, and they can move 6 inches, so they're all going to go up here, where they get a nice sort of vantage point.
We're essentially spending this game trying to be within a certain radius of these key objective points, and we score VP for each turn in which we hold the majority unit strength on each one.
Well, I should point that out. Yes, the objectives here, and the only difference is that each unit has a unit strength, which in my case is usually 2 and yours is usually 1, except for a couple of your guys. If you're holding an objective with only 2 unit strength, you get 1 victory point at the end of the round. If you're holding it with 2 or more, you get 2 victory points at the end of the round.
That's pretty much true, except for the point that actually most of my guys are unit strength too.
Oh, you're kidding, huh?
Yeah,
What,
and I've got a
straight-
lot of bodies.
Straight up orcs.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And these aren't like typical Games Workshop orcs, actually. Like the Marauders in the fiction of the Warpath universe, like they're not just the dumb yobbos, like oi, oi, oi.
Oh, are they?
They're actually like a pretty well balanced faction.
okay.
So these are like the Swiss Army knife, like middle of the road faction, whereas like the space rats, they're the real combat monsters.
Okay, fair enough. Now what we really want to do is get down here on the level of the battlefield and see what the troops themselves are seeing. They're just seeing this horde over there, way in the distance. Look, they're screaming and shouting and they're green. And they're going, oh, that's all right. We've got advanced training. We'll be absolutely fine. We've got these defensive positions. Everything's fine. Sure, one of our jet bikes just got destroyed by some horrific indirect weapon. But apart from that,
Yeah, everything's fine.
everything's fine at this
It'll
point.
be fine.
I'm going to say this dead zone terrain is great, isn't it? It's just really nice, square, modular terrain that works very well on a battlefield. Each 3 by 3 inch cube can fit 5 troops. And also, here's an interesting thing. They're re-releasing Heroescape. Did you know that?
Really? Oh, yeah, I
Yeah.
have heard about that actually.
So-
But I mean, what price pre-painted plastic is these days? Like,
They're not pre-painted. Yeah, the actual models aren't pre-painted.
ooh,
Yeah.
I've never played it. But
However, what I'm really hoping is that they're going to release more of this, and I think they are. In the initial wave, there's going to be more of these sort of types of trees, which I really like as terrain on tabletops. So check them out. Like, you can just imagine them going.
All right, are we ready for a little bit more carnage?
Kinda.
I'm really excited for this, actually.
Oh dear.
So,
I hate it when Andy's excited.
I know. I love playing these games. It's so immersive. I'm already in the drama already.
Well, Andy is determined to do the most complicated thing possible just to show us what you can do in a game of Firefight straight away.
It's how badly I want to hurt you, Peter.
Yeah, so he's used a faction order called
Explosive Rounds.
Yes, and that gives both of his weapons blast. Now, only one of the two heavy weapons over here has blast, but now they both do.
Yes.
Now, blast basically lets you do D2 hits for every hit.
Yeah.
So let's do the first one first, which is just blast.
So this is 4 dice. Shooting on a 5+.
Yeah, we'll just see how many hits you do first. So,
All right.
This is D2. That's 2, 4, 6, and 1 is 7 hits, my friend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
No, you don't do 7 hits. You roll for 7 hits for the blast, because this only works, by the way, if you're in a building, which I just conveniently moved into a building just for his convenience.
I love it.
That's 2 really stupid moves on my part. So now you roll 7 dice to hit for that weapon, which is the first one, which is called a what?
It is a twin missile launcher.
Yeah.
All right.
And what do you need to hit? What's your shoot?
My shoot is 5+. So that is 3 hits.
3 hits.
AP2.
That could have been worse. Now you've got to roll armor now.
Yep. So
these are my enforcers. So their armor is enforcer operatives down here. The armor is 6. So you need a 6 plus.
So 4 plus AP2. So you're at 4 plus.
That's 3 hits. He's just killed 3 of my guys. Oh my goodness. Gee,
are they health 2 though?
They are health 2. Thank you for reminding me. Thank you very much. So that kills 1 guy and does 1 damage on another one. And that's only 1 weapon. Now the other one has blast as well because of that special ability.
And it's got a special rule called devastating as well.
Well, we'll get to that eventually, but let's see how many hits you do first. So roll 2 dice to see how many hits you roll for. That means you roll 3 dice for hits now. And your shoot value is?
Still 5+.
Yep. Oh my goodness.
So that's 2 shots.
Yeah. My armor is 6. What's your AP?
My AP is 5.
5?
5.
5?
5. So 1-ups.
Yeah. Well,
4 dice on 1-ups.
Yeah, 1 up.
4 hits.
Devastating. For each successful point does D2 damage instead of 1. So you did 4 dice. Now roll those 4 dice again to see what they do. Only one of them is over, so it does 5 damage. So you've just taken out this guy and 2 other guys, so you've killed everybody except my leader. It's absolutely ridiculous. Well, that unit has lost more than 50% of its members, so it is broken. So it's going to have to take a nerve test in the end phase. Right, I've got 1 jet bike left. I keep not being able to say that jet bike. He's about to get killed next turn, so I've really got to get a shot off. And he's the only one with some decent range in the Enforcers army. I'm a bit disturbed by the lack of range that the Enforcers have. I thought they were a shooty army, but I didn't have my head around it. He is attacking with a Dominator rifle. It has 3 dice. I had to use a short action to get rid of my pinned marker to start with, so it's just a normal action. So that means it'll get a -1 for being in cover. 4 plus 2 hits. What's your armor value?
Their armor value is 6+.
6+, and my AP is 1, so that is 5+ to hit.
That's not bad odds.
So, what did I say? 5+.
And as often the case, like we start the game and I'm all enthusiastic, so I've got first blood, and Peter has yet to kill any of my guys. I've been a bit cagey. I'm holding my guys out of their range, and that's a bit of a frustrating turn 1 for Peter.
That's because Andy's a sneaky player. He's a clever, sneaky player. Okay, it's Andy's go. And
all right.
What's he doing?
Well, you've actually missed that I quickly ran up my close assault resilient guys, my maulers, up here. and Peter charged his 2 heavy enforcer defenders, or whatever they're called, up onto this
Just point out,
objective.
these are activation markers, so if you see these. And I moved just a short action, so I used the second action to hit the dirt.
To get really defensive. Now we're back to me. This is my leader, my commander. He's just within 12 inches of the leader for this guy. So he spent 1 CP to essentially give them an extra 3 inches on a sprint. So that's 15 inches total. Which
Now
is
again, I
not...
should point out that when you move in this game, it's really handy. You just move the leader, and then you move all the rest of the unit within coherency of the leader.
Yeah,
So you may be thinking, well, that's a bit weird because, you know, if he's there, I can move someone 3 inches forward. Well, that's all sort of integrated into the game and the movement distances.
These guys just essentially get put around my leader.
And how much faster is that? So I've sneaked my enforcer operatives out from behind the building here. This guy's my leader. He's got a bead on your leader. He's within range, 18 inch. 4 of them have, the leader and 3 enforcers have a Genling 45 laser rifle, and the other one has a burst rifle. They've all got an 18 inch range. Now the laser rifle has the ability trademark, which just means that they're the special weapons of the enforcers, the trademark weapons. However, I have a faction ability called Precision Fire, which means all trademark weapons in the unit gain the marksman keyword and +1 AP. So they reroll 1s and they get +1 AP. So I'm going to spend 2 command points to get that.
Ooh.
So all the weapons have well, the burst laser doesn't have trademark, but the laser rifle does. So that's 4. They have 2 dice each. So that's 8, 2, 4, 6, 8 dice. They have a shoot of 4+. There are no other modifiers, I don't think. You haven't hit the dirt. You haven't done anything like that.
No, I couldn't.
Okay, so 4+, I reroll 1s.
That's a lot of dice. That's a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could have been better.
My armor is 5+, and
That
you've
is
got
true.
AP1.
So that's 3 hits.
And I'm resilient, so I get to re-roll 1 of them.
Nope, still hits. Oh no, it isn't a hit. What was it? It was 4+, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So that's only 2 hits after all that.
2 hits,
Yeah.
and my guys, they're only HP1, so I do in fact lose 2.
Okay.
And I'll pick off these guys.
Now I do have a burst laser now, which is 4+. 4+. 3 hits, and it's got an AP of nothing, so that's 5+ to get 3 armor. Another 2 hits.
Another 2 hits, not bad. And I think I have already used my 1 resilient. I don't think I get to re-roll it again. Nice. So that's another 2 guys dead. Peter is finally getting some orcs off the table into the pile of shame.
Some marauder blood at last.
It's all Peter needs to be happy, actually.
I just need to kill something.
Yeah.
It's not too much to ask, is it?
It's
Just
been
kill
one of
something?
it's one of those days.
Yeah. Well, Andy's brought another unit up behind the first unit. There's a swarm of marauders there, and he's just spent another CP so he can bring more of them up. It's horrible.
I'm wanting to inundate Peter.
That's a big sprint, I imagine.
Yeah, that's 12 inches.
Wow.
So I'm not hitting the dirt. I'm just trying to pile on in
Okay.
to get control.
I've got to say, I'm feeling a bit happier though, because some of these units now can finally fire their lasers at these damn things and kill them off. Now, can I just point out the wonderful old school chunkiness of these orc models?
Have fun.
There's no mucking around here. There's no spiky bits and detailed things that can break off. They're just chunky little orcs.
Yeah, and they've got that derp factor, which Mantic still has. Like, GW's going so grim dark, even on their Age of Sigmar He-Man universe. These guys still have that, like, jolly, you can't take them too seriously. I like that.
I'm desperately trying to kill this unit before it claims this objective. I don't think I'm going to achieve it, but still. So these guys have moved 6 inches up to here. Here's my leader here. He can get a bead on at least half of the unit. And they're all in here. So they're firing here. And once again, I'm going to spend my last command point. So I get this firestorm aura from my leader, who's still lurking behind the building here. And that means basically I get to re-roll 1 miss, and I can re-roll 1s when doing armor, when doing damage. By the way, can I just point out how easy the system is? Roll a shoot, roll to beat armor. That's it. There's just 2 steps, super fast. It's really good. I know it's been looking a little bit complex with some of the things we've been doing, but it's really quite an easy system that you know, you can get the hang of really, really quickly. I like it. Okay, I get to re-roll one of these.
Oh, there's some low
This
ones,
one,
but
they're gone. Yes.
Nice.
Ooh, that's nice.
That's a lot of hits.
4, 6. Now I can re-roll all results of 1 when I do the armor.
My armor is 5+.
I need a 5+. Unfortunately, no AP modifiers, so I need a 5+, which is a little tougher.
Come on, low numbers.
1,
Ooh.
2, 3. Those ones are missed. I can re-roll a 1. Yes, that is 4 hits.
I'm resilient, so we will re-roll one of those.
Okay. No, got it.
Damn, 4 hits.
4 hits.
All right, so that's 4 guys down.
Ooh, yeah.
1, 2,
Don't forget to leave your leader there.
3. Yep, my leader's right there. That guy's base to base. And he's gone.
Still going to get that objective.
Oh, look at this pile. That's the thing with the orc player, is like you just get mown down so quickly once you're in range.
happy now.
Yeah, this is what I was trying to avoid, was being in your 18-inch range.
Well, it was just so discouraging having that horrific range fire to start with, which I really wasn't expecting, and also made the stupid mistake with the jet bike. But so to have that objective, you have to have one of the members of your unit in contact with the objective and
Yes.
your leader within 3 inches. Witness the Marauder hordes as they spread across the board.
All right.
Andy is trying to work out what to do with these guys. They've got a sprint move, but they can't sprint
I'm not
across difficult
sprinting.
terrain, so
I'm just going to advance twice.
I'm afraid an action cannot be repeated, my friends.
Oh,
You
so
can't
it's
do that.
advance. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, well, this is going to be a little bit boring in that case, and they're just going
Well,
to...
not boring for me because you'll be away from me and not killing me. So you also can be 1 inch. You have to be 1 inch away from other units, other friendly units, which is fine. Because this is only our second game, of course we're going to make mistakes. And one is the distinction between being in a building and being on the roof of a building. If your unit goes up to a building and your leader touches that building, they can choose to then go in the building. That means you take the unit off the board and they're within that building space. And that means they can fire from any side of the building. They can be assaulted from any side of the building, that kind of thing. A different thing is to go up on the roof where they're out in the open. They still get -1 cover because there's the parapets around the roof and everything, but they're actually on the building and on the roof. So in that earlier shot where Andy took a shot at me with his anti-tank weapon, he had a special ability that allowed him to get a bonus for me being in the building. I wasn't actually in the building, I was on the roof. So we've sorted that out. There's just that distinction, but the system is really nice and easy because as I said, you just touch the building and then you're within it and you're getting the advantages and disadvantages of being in the building. Or you can choose to go on the roof, in which case you're out in the open and you can see things like you would be on the battlefield. Now that I've made that clear, let's finish this round. He's going to fire a Dominator rifle. Dominator!
This is the power fantasy faction.
Going to fire my Dominator rifle.
Prepared to be dominated.
Here we go. It is range of 18, and I've got a 4+ shoot straight up. That is 3
Those
hits.
are 3 high hits.
And I've got it's got an AP of 1 on your armor.
All right, so I'm armor 5. So you're looking for 4
pluses.
ups.
Here we go. Come on, let's do it.
Ooh-wee.
You haven't dominated anyone. Oh, Andy, we've made another mistake.
Another one.
Just a silly mistake. Basically, we thought that you could be of higher height than the intervening models to get a shot in, but actually you have to be 4 or more levels than the intervening models. So these guys are height 2, this guy's height 3. He'd have to be height 6 to actually get a shot over to these guys.
Yeah, so height 3 up on a height 3 building,
Yeah.
then he can shoot over height 2 guys.
Yeah, just having a head or so over the other guys isn't enough.
So that's something that we, I think, interpreted intuitively.
Yeah.
I know I did.
Yeah.
So we're going to stop doing that now.
Never mind. It's your go, and I think you're moving your commander up.
Yep, this is my last activation. He is going 6 inches.
Who could resist that lovely crater?
I know, the idea of like the commander in a crater calling out the shots.
Perfect.
And this puts him centrally so his aura can like
and then
affect
hopefully
everyone.
I can just drop something horrible right in the middle of the crater to reinforce the crater.
I'm going to spend my last 2 to do Gora Endures and paying an extra 1 to boost it. So I'm going to get Weight of Fire, which is re-rolling unsuccessful shots, and the Vicious keyword, which is re-rolling 1s on the damage armor roll.
Okay.
And I'm going to be shooting
What are you shooting at?
their 2 rifles at these guys.
Oh, look at that, yes. I'm really dreading next turn when these guys are going to fire again. And by the way, aren't these great models? I really like these infantry models. They're super cool.
They're really fun.
Yeah, really good.
Honestly, like my respect for
dreading these
Mantic is actually really growing because you're not going to win a golden demon with any of these molds, but at the same time,
They're
you just
gaming
want
pieces.
immersiveness, you want bodies on the table, and these do a great job. And like Peter said, they're not full of pouches and 47 visible skulls to paint. You're going to paint them up in no time and get gaming.
Yep, okay.
So, my shoot is a 5, one for 5+, and I get to re-roll that. So that is 1 hit.
Okay.
What's your armor there?
These are my Enforcer operatives. That armor is 6+.
All right. And I don't get a reroll because I only reroll once.
Excellent.
All right, and that's the end of the turn.
We've done it. Round 1. That didn't take long. Well, we're going to speed things up now because now I've got the hang of it again. We were a little bit rusty because we hadn't played. The last game we played was like 2 months ago, wasn't it?
So the last thing of this turn is a nerve test for the poor old little leader who's the
Indeed.
sole survivor of his unit.
The player who finishes activating their models first has initiative, and then they also do the end phase first. So I have to do all these things. I remove pin markers from friendly units if I want to spend a CP each, but I don't have any command points, so I can't do that. In fact, no one's pinned.
We remove pinned markers.
Yeah, hold on. I get to do mine first, and then you do yours. Now I perform a nerve test for each broken unit. Now he's broken because he's less than 50%. I have to take a nerve test, and his nerve is 3+. However, I get a -2 because he's the last remaining dude in the unit. So I have to get 5+. 4, I fail.
What happens to him?
Well, if he's broken, he's dead, man. So
He
he's
just
gone.
runs away, blubbering,
He runs screaming off the field.
leaving me uncontested owner of that objective.
Oh, curses. Hold on, 4 objectives?
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, how did that happen?
Good play. Good play,
Oh.
sneakiness.
Don't you just want to slap him in his little bearded face? Unbelievable. That is also, you get 2 for each one, so that's 8 victory points to my measly 2 victory points.
I like these.
Wow.
See, these aren't meathead orcs. These are played with a cunning strategy in mind. But now I'm in range of all of Peter's amazing shooting. So expect in turn 2, so many of these guys just to disappear.
There's going to be so much death and carnage. I can hardly wait. Right, you just rolled your command points there, Andy. What'd you get?
A measly 4 command points this turn.
Woody, what did I get? Oh,
No!
look at that. 6
Damn.
points for me.
Ouch.
Yes.
This is going to be painful.
Ooh, responding to the Marauder threat, the Enforcers up their game.
I regret my earlier smugness.
Now, I have initiative, so I can choose to go first or second. Well, things have got interesting in round 2. Round 1 was kind of a bit lopsided. It started with that vicious range combat. I made a mistake and it all got a bit funny. But now it's quite interesting because Andy has taken all his objectives and really he can just sit there and get 8 victory points per turn. The question is, am I going to try and contest those objectives, or am I going to just sit back and try and wipe him out with extended fire? So there's a real tactical choice to be made here. Okay, I've decided on the stand back and blast them with as much fire as possible strategy. I'm not feeling happy about just sort of sending in a couple of defenders against an entire unit of Marauders in assault. I think your guys are designed for assault, so it's, you know... Hopefully later on we'll show how assault works though, because another thing that this game has that is very cool is a set of assault reactions. So certain units have assault reaction abilities. They can do things like countercharge, or they can do blaze away firing as someone comes charging towards them, which is really cool. I love that. But for the moment, we're just going to do some firing. So these 2 peacekeepers are going to attack. There's a normal guy with a laser and another one with a burst laser. Oh, that's 1 miss, but I can re-roll this one because of weight of fire.
And you were
That is 4 hits, my
and you were
friend.
scoffing at that earlier. That's pretty good.
That worked.
All right,
What's
so
your armor?
they are commandos. Their armor is 5+.
I have no AP, so I need 5+, and I can re-roll once.
Nice and low.
Oh, look at that!
1 miss and it's a 1. Peter's turn to be smug.
Oh, yes!
Oh,
4 hits, my friend.
I love these recorded moments of happiness.
Oh, it lasted
4
so
guys
long.
dead. I'm just going to remove from the back.
Everyone, yeah, anyone
3.
except your leader.
4. So that's 4 more guys.
That is
Look at this pile of guys that's just steadily growing.
That also does pinning, so you're pinned.
Oh,
Like that.
that means I can't do 2 short actions now. So there's no like charging and assaulting
Now,
like
the
I
other
might
guy-
have.
That was the burst laser. Now I've got the other guy with the Dominator.
Dominator.
That is 3 dice. That's a shoot of 4+.
Ooh.
That's really crap. They've attacked. That's cool. I'm going to put an activation token on them, and now I'm going to spend another CP to activate another.
Look
unit.
at Peter. He's drunk on his CP
Drunk
command
on
dice.
power.
Oh.
And I've got my other peacekeepers here. They're going to do the same thing. These are my peacekeeper defenders. They have, they all have Dominator rifles. So they have 3 dice each. So that's 9 dice.
I'm feeling great about this.
3.
There's a lot of dice. If you enjoy dice chucking,
No,
I have
sorry.
to say Firefight's pretty good.
I'm making a mistake here. There's only
Good.
2 of them, so it's 3 dice each. So that's 6.
Oof. Ouch.
Yeah, but the good thing is that you don't, you know, you got to. It's not exactly a handful. It's not.
No.
Yeah.
And
you
you're
don't
not
have to roll
re-rolling it 3 times. Oh, we're on the
Right,
same
okay.
page.
Well, we're a bit of knocking here of competitors, but you know they have their things. It's a different type.
Yeah,
of
yeah,
game,
but
you know.
like you said, we haven't played in 2 months. And so streamlined really makes a difference for us, for casual gamers.
Yes.
So I think that knock was
Well,
well deserved.
I'll tell you, this is the trade-off. Games Workshop have all that lore and all that background and that 30 years of history and all that stuff, 40 years of history.
Yeah, amazing
and all that
IP,
stuff,
right?
Which is great. I do, and they have beautiful models. Mantic, the models aren't as great, but the game system is better. I
Agreed.
think that the rules are better.
Mm-hmm.
That's an absolute simplification and a generalisation, but that's how you divide.
You know
the
what?
two in
I
my
almost
head.
feel Mantic is a games company. Games Workshop is a model company.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Where were we?
That's how.
You were going to dominate.
Yes, thank you. Let's dominate again. Let's dominate again.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at these big. And speaking of models, look at these cruel guys.
6 dice with a 4+. Here we go.
That's some good low
That's
numbers.
some pretty good.
Oh, my arm is 5+.
I've got an AP, so that's 4+. Oh,
Oh,
look,
dude.
some pretty good rolls here.
Oh.
That's pretty good. That's another 4.
These orcs are doing exactly what they're supposed to do, and that's die in drove. So is this my leader? No. I think
Unfortunately, that.
my leader's somewhere in here. Here he is. One,
Oh, God,
two.
I just missed out on taking out your heavy.
Yeah,
weapons.
'cause-
no, you want to keep him as a heavy.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so he's the one in base to base.
Yeah.
Oh, look
Ah.
at that! Still
However-
contesting.
You are broken, my friend, because that's less than 50%.
Deep down inside.
So you may not keep that if you fail a nerve test at the end of the end of the round and run off.
Luckily, my guy gives re-rolls.
Oh, this is very interesting. Will I have time to wipe out enough units to be able to come up and get the objectives to get enough points to tip the scale? Will Andy be able to pin me to stop me moving up and getting those objectives?
Will Andy ever make a decision?
And here's the view over from Andy's side.
It's feeling a bit grim, I gotta say. And it's like I've created a bit of a parking lot where my big hitters at the back can't shoot through my guys. So I'm a bit jammed up between all this difficult terrain and like impassable terrain. My guys are a bit bottlenecked.
Thing is, this artillery isn't quite as threatening now when only one of them does indirect fire and the other one doesn't. It's got to have line of sight. Same with the Rainmakers here. They do have to have line of sight.
Yeah.
Let's play the game of looking at Andy's dead pile. La 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 la.
We served our purpose well.
La la la.
All right, these poor lonely stragglers are being activated first. They are can I activate if I'm broken?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to spend 1 short action to take off the pinning marker. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to spend 2 CP while they're still alive on the can't miss faction order, which means that I can shoot at a unit on a flat 4+. I'm going to shoot with a rocket launcher first. So it's 2 dice.
If only I'd killed that rocket launcher.
Yeah. I'm hoping this works.
Who are you firing at, by the way?
Oh, firing at these mooks.
Oh, them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice clear shot.
Yeah.
2 dice on my missile launcher for 4+. 2 hits.
Ouch.
So that is AP 2.
Okay, I've got an armor of 6.
Alright, so I'm looking for 4 ups. 2
Oh,
hits.
yes. Well, nicely done. That takes out one guy.
Boo.
Let's take out this one.
So the leader, he's just got a regular old rifle. That's 1 dice, looking for 4+.
Poing.
Failed.
What dastardly deeds does Peter have in
It's
plan?
jet bike time. I love this model, by the way. Isn't it cool? It's just really sleek and fast looking. It's very nice. Nice level of detail on it, but not too over the top. So he's just going to do a normal move, which is a speed of 12.
Very zippy,
Which
these
is-
guys.
What's he got to be
That
on?
he's
I
going to
wonder?
fire them. He has now this is my leader, so he's got a Dominator rifle. I'm really annoyed that my HMX-32 missile launcher was killed in the first activation of the game.
But what a satisfying activation it was.
No, I hate it. The enforcers like to dominate. When they're not enforcing, they dominate. And when they're not dominating, they enforce. That's nice. And then I've got AP of 1, so I need a 4+. That is 2 hits. 2 guys dead, my friend.
I can re-roll one of those because I'm resilient.
Damn.
Yes. So, looking for under 4.
Oh.
Yes! So what's that? You only kill one
I
guy?
only killed one guy.
Only one guy?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry, my
Jet
dude. Oh no, he's my leader. So, he needs to be in contact with that to get it. So this guy is going to join his brothers cheering on the sideline.
Well, Andy just shot a, what is it? HMG.
Yeah, heavy machine gun, looking for 5 ups.
Oh dear.
Oh dear, and
this
that was, these guys left the objective wanting to put a pinning marker on these guys,
Yeah.
seeing as they haven't activated. I completely whiffed, they are unpinned.
Oh good, now they're just out in the open.
Peter's getting
Beautiful.
happier by the
It
moment.
does give me the perfect opportunity to bring these guys up to take that objective.
Peter has a sexy, sexy plan.
I have a sexy plan. I've got a sexy plan with my enforcers. They have got a...
That's not going to age well.
No, that's right. They've got a ability, a faction ability called Go, Go, Go! And it costs 2 command points, which I'm going to spend, and it basically means they can advance, shoot, and then advance again in that order. So they're going to advance, which is 6. So that's 6, and the great thing is that you can just move them in, coherency with him. Yeah. So now they can shoot, and then they can advance again and take the objective, which is so cool. So
Who are you going to shoot at?
Well, these guys, of course. I need a 4+. Ooh. That's pretty good. That's 6 hits, my friend. What's your armor?
Oh, these are brawlers. They are armor 5+.
Oh, excellent. And I don't have any AP, so it's 5+, which isn't, it's a bit tough.
Can Peter roll high?
I've been rolling pretty well today, I've got to say. That is 4 hits.
4 more guys going off the pile. Ouch!
Now,
you just see my guys are just getting chewed up.
Go! They're running. The leader can now go 6 up to just on the other side of the objective, and everybody else can protect it.
This world is like a hyper-capitalist dystopia, you know, and the enforcers
Like the real world, then, basically.
Yeah. But we're just like, hey, how much worse could it get?
Yeah.
Welcome to like 400 years in the future.
Well, welcome to like 5 years in the future. Right, you'll go. Well, Andy's deciding what he's going to do charge-wise here. Now, when you charge, you can charge as an advance action or as a sprint action. If you charge when you're sprinting, you get a +1.
Yeah, so that's a long skill. Or the options I could fire my
Can I just
crack...
put out, sorry, just while I think of it, I love this thing that charging isn't a separate action. It's basically just
You get
the
bundled.
result of sprinting when
Yeah.
you move and go into contact with the enemy.
Yeah, so...
It's really nice.
And because you can only do that as a long skill, it's forcing me into a dilemma. Do I shoot my pistols? And these guys aren't great at shooting, but I might soften them up, and then I can just attack at my base, or I just long skill attack, and I get an improved dice roll by 1,
Yeah,
which
it's
is
a nice
not
little choice.
inconsiderable.
Yeah. Now, the point is, I've talked about assault reactions before, but I can't do an assault reaction if I've already been activated. I've got to be unactivated and non-pinned to do an assault reaction, which in the case of my enforcers would be controlled fire if I had that opportunity.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I don't.
So it's a really interesting thing of like, do I activate early to get the jump on initiative on someone, or do I hold back my activation so I can respond reactively? So it's a nice push-pull tension. So again, it's more strategizing you can do. I've decided I'm just going to long skill charge.
Okay, then when I say that, long skill, you're doing long action.
Yeah, so I'm doing a sprint,
Yep.
and what I have to do is I move my leader into base-to-base contact.
He has to be able to move in a straight line to
Yep.
contact someone.
And then you just put your other guys in coherency and is in much base-to-base contact as you reasonably can. Even if one guy was at the back, he still counts as it.
Yep.
But thematically, I like this.
Yep. So assaults are pretty easy. Basically, the attacking unit will roll dice equal to the assault weaponry that they're using, the dice values of those added up, and remove casualties. And then the defender, which is me, will get to fight back with mine. Now, you're probably thinking, well, don't assaults usually happen simultaneously? Well, it depends on the situation of the assault itself. Another nice thing about the countercharge is that if I had a countercharge reaction, it would fight simultaneously if you charged, but I'd get to fight before you if you just did an advance action.
Yeah.
So countercharge can actually, get an attack in before you attack if you just do a normal advance.
So this is
It's
handy.
really the thing I love about this is that the rules are simple, but they have this sort of texture and detail to them. Actually, when you get into the nitty gritty,
There are meaningful choices to make. So these guys all have claws. Ching, ching, ching,
oh, of course,
ching.
these are the guys with the claws.
And their claws are 2 dice per person.
They're
So
like
there's
mini-
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
They're mini Wolverines.
I like to think of them as Vega from Street Fighter 2.
Okay, that's an obscure reference that I don't
Wrong
understand.
generation. Yeah, I'll stick to Pong.
Right.
So 10 dice.
Yep.
Hitting on 3 pluses.
Hold on, 3 plus.
3
What the-
plus.
why is it
Oh,
3
yeah.
plus?
Because it's usually 4 plus, but because I did the long action, I get a plus one
one.
bonus.
Yeah.
3 plus. So these guys
Ooh.
are shredders. Ooh, that's a lot.
Ooh.
2 misses, 8 hits.
Okay.
Ching, 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 ching.
You've got to get through the armor, however, which is for an enforcer operative is 6 plus.
All right, -1 because I'm AP1, so 5. So it's 8 dice.
You are a
50-50.
nasty assault dude.
Oh, this one is low.
That's still pretty good.
All right, not bad.
That's pretty good. That's
5 hits.
5 hits.
Witching.
Okay, they are nasty.
That's 2.5 guys dead.
Takes 2 guys and does a wound on 1 more. Just give me a wound marker. Ouch. Okay, now I get to fight back, and it'd be interesting. I don't have any fancy claw things.
You don't. Look at this growing pile of enforcers.
I do, however, have assault weaponry, which is 2 dice each.
Right now, I'm outnumbering you. If you can kill 3 of my guys, the objective is yours.
Oh,
Can Peter do it?
I've got an assault 4 plus, and because I didn't charge, I don't get the +1, so it's just
No,
4
you
plus.
don't. 4 plus.
Come on! Oh.
Whoa!
What's your armor?
My armor on brawlers is 5
I
plus.
haven't got any modifiers, so it's 5 plus, which is...
I'm resilient, so I get to re-roll 1 fail. Come on, low numbers.
5 plus, come on.
Come on.
Oh, no, only 1. And you get to re-roll
I get to
it.
re-roll. Yes!
Well, I get to re-roll it, but what the hell. That's unbelievably bad. I just got absolutely
Clang, clang.
decimated there. Wow. After the assault, you do an assault resolution. So, you did more damage than I did. I've got models remaining, however. So, I would be marked as activated. If I wasn't, I'd gain a pin marker, which I do. And then I have to move
Nice.
6 inches away. So, you don't stay in assault. After you calculate who the winner is, and the loser has to go, whoa, get me out of here.
Yeah,
So-
it's quite cool. It's not this like people are standing in tidy lines. Like there's actual
So here's my leader,
repercussions
6 inches back.
right off the objective.
There we go. Now you can take a 3-inch consolidation move, which allows you to take the objective, of course.
Oh, I love it. These guys, like, they go, ran, shot, had a fight, and then they've run back.
Then they went.
And Peter is activating with his Peacekeeper Captain.
He activates his anti-grav and goes, whoa.
Just like in Dune.
Just like in June. Up to there. And then he's going to fire down on your guy here. Now, normally you'd sort of do a line, and if I was crossing my guys, but the thing is that I'm 4 or more levels above, because here's level 3 dude, and he's standing on a level 3 building, which is level 6, which is 4 levels above level 2. So I can fire down onto the leader.
Look
That's
at
what
that.
I'm going to do.
Poor guys, man.
However, my chance of wiping out that entire unit is virtually 0, but I'm doing it anyway. Here we go. Oh, look, I'll just do a Firestorm Aura.
Sounds so weird.
So I can re-roll one.
Alright.
So here we go. We need a 4+. And I'm glad I did that so I can re-roll this.
Ooh.
Yes!
3 hits.
3 hits.
Damn.
It's got no AP, 1 AP. What's
All right, so my armor is natively a 5, so you're looking for 4 ups, and I've got 1 reroll. Ooh. All right, so I get
to re-roll.
you reroll. Yes. It's so weird.
Still did it.
Okay,
That is
that's
2
2
hits.
hits.
Kills 2 guys. It's not enough.
2
though, is
of
it?
my guys. So I'm going to remove
I don't think
him.
you want to remove your flamer, right? Well,
Is
you
he my
might want
flamer?
to.
Yeah. Oh man, Peter, you're so
if
onto
you
it.
want.
1, 2. Look at him. These are my cheerleaders. They're cheering me on. The spirits of the
Still
vanquished.
got the objective.
Still got the objective. These orcs are sticky.
Well, Andy has brought out his rainmakers from behind the fence finally.
Time to make it rain.
And they've taken that objective, which is disturbing because I'm not going to be shifting those anytime soon.
No, and these guys are relatively resilient.
So at the moment you've got, this is not good. You've got like 10 points of objectives.
So I'm definitely getting...
No, 8 points of objectives.
I'm definitely getting another turn of heavy scoring.
Yeah.
But this is a 5-round game. Turn 3, so long as Peter can dislodge me and start getting more points than me on turn 3, 4, and 5, the game could be in the bag. And he's got a lot of tough units that I haven't actually scratched whatsoever.
No, just got to have enough time to, kill your guys and move up and take them. And that failed miserably over here, I can tell you.
Yeah, so it's really important to me to start putting some dents into some of Peter's guys.
The end of this round is going to be 16 points to 4. That's a bit of a...
Yeah, so I'm in a quandary. I've done 1 short action, so they've got 1 short action left. Peter has just stuck his leader up on top of a very tall building, so that my heavy hitters can now see him. Because as Peter was boasting, he's now height 6.
Oh, what was I doing?
So all my powerful guys can see the leader. The question is, do I take out the leader and therefore all of the faction abilities, or do I try and soften up some other dudes? And this is a real quandary. I think I'm going to get greedy and actually just go for the leader.
There really is no advantage to going up on a height when you can be attacked by big ranged weapons, which, is
I think the thing is...
something to live by.
I have an advantage over you in that I've got more units than you. So you've got to worry about target priority. So by leaving my heavy hitters last, I kind of have the pick of your units right now.
All right,
so they're going to take a short shoot.
sharp shoot.
The roof rules say that because you've got the elevation, you're at a -1 cover because of like parapet and whatnot.
Yep.
So the rainmakers are normally a shoot 5+. Oh, so that's not actually that great.
No, 6+.
Yeah, 6. That's not amazing. So I've
Okay.
got to hope for weight of fire.
Let's hope some luck is on my side.
Yeah.
Can I just point out this beautiful dice tray which came with these
Oathsworn?
Oathsworn Into the Deepwood, the new edition. They sent out this lovely dice tray where you could get this dice tray. So very kindly sent to me by the folks at Shadowborn Games. Beautiful.
All right. So,
Can I also say again, look at this fantastic battle mat. I just love this texture. Isn't it great? I always wanted a grassy texture that was sort of muddy as well.
Yeah.
And this one from Deep Cut Studio really does the...
It looks
That's the
war-torn.
business.
Like if this was just a verdant green field, all of this detritus would look out of place.
Yeah, but it doesn't it? It works well. I really do have to repaint those craters one day. They're a bit too grey. That was back in the days where I was trying to make everything grey so it matched.
Back in Peter's grey era.
The grey era. Yeah, the grey years.
Okay.
Or the grey period, they call it.
Peter's grey.
Peter's grey period. That's a fail.
Fail. All right, now they both have rotary cannons.
Ooh, that's a good roll.
Yeah,
That's a really good roll.
All right, I like that. It's only AP1. So what's your armor?
This is my commander we're talking about, my peacekeeper captain. His armor is 7+.
7, that's good. So AP1, so 6+. I just need to get some wounds.
Low. Ooh, 3 sevens.
3. That's 3 hits, my friend.
He's got 3 wounds. You've just killed my commander. He stands up there, overly confident, just to shoot this dude down here.
Doesn't even eliminate them.
Blasted by these horrific weapons, these orcs in mechanized suits with their arms strangely akimbo.
These are some funny as sculpts.
That's very disturbing. There go my command abilities. That was a stupid thing I just did. Oh no, it's not enough. He's going to spend a CP and he's going to activate his heavy weapon teams.
Yep, that's right. And they're going to shoot at these height 3 guys over this height 2 terrain.
No, it doesn't work that way, my friend. You've got to be height 4 or more, remember? 4 or more steps over the thing.
I mislike this.
Yeah, but it's true. Okay, Andy has spent his extra CP to activate his leader model, and he's moved out of the crater and up to this ruined spaceship.
We're back, because this needed to be filmed.
I wasn't going to film this particular shot, but my last unit here is going to go for them. And I just fired off my normal lasers and killed both of them, but he had a reroll, a resilient reroll, and saved one of them. So he's gone.
This guy's gone burgers, but I'm still controlling it. But
I've still got a burst laser left.
One burst laser against this long commando leader.
Come on, it's a shoot of 4+. That's pretty good, and it has no AP, so
I've already used my resilient reroll.
I just need 5+.
5+. That was a 1.
There's 1 hit, my friend.
1 hit. Yes!
At last, an entire unit wiped out. At last.
These are the moments that Peter lives for.
At last. I swear, there's an endless tide of Marauders. No matter how many I kill, there are more coming up. No, but wait, they've got a flamer as well. They've got a cave troll. Oh, no.
Hey, 2 hits.
2 hits. If at least 1 hit is caused, the target unit must immediately take an unmodified nerve test before damage is rolled. If failed, the target unit is marked as activated and loses Overwatch. If it has it, then roll. That's not so bad.
So this is all moot, but like a flamethrower is great to target someone that hasn't activated yet or has Overwatch. So a flamer is great for softening someone up before an assault.
Okay, I will make an unmodified nerve test. I've got a nerve of 3+. Oh, I'm not worried by a bit of flame. That's fine.
So now it's just 2 hits, so rolling for damage.
I've got an armor of 6.
1 hit. So is that all of your units activated?
It is.
All right, well, these guys are now going to move up 6 inches. Are now going to use their long range also to shoot at them. Yes. All right, so first the twin missile launcher.
Yep.
That's 4 dice, hitting on 5+.
2 hits.
2 hits.
Oh
2
my
hits.
lord. Oh wow. Okay, I'm not
Crazy.
quite. My leader's got 1 left.
How many people on your dead pile now?
Well, yeah,
Look at that.
quite a lot.
Oh, they're consoling your leader.
Not as much as that though.
Yeah, hey, who can afford it though?
They're only Marauders. He's pretty much dead.
Yep, 2 hits with 5+.
Yep, 6+ armor. Can you hear the resignation in my voice,
Oh,
viewers?
do you know actually what the AP on this HEW cannon is? It's a 5.
5.
1
5.
ups. 1 ups with the devastating special rule.
He's dead. Say goodbye.
Oh, yeah.
There goes one of my Enforcer units. Well, no nerve tests, no broken units. And now it's just another 8 points for Andy and 2 for me. It's 16-4. I'm losing horrifically. Basically, my strategy is just to wipe these guys out before it's too late. It is round 3, and this time I've lost my commander, so I've only got my standard 3 blacks, and I've got 1 command point. Count them. 1 command point. Well, this is really interesting. You lose your commander and you're in trouble.
All right, and I've got 4. I
Yeah.
had 3 blank rolls, but these ones came through.
Okay, I'm going to go first, and this is where I really have to make some hard decisions here. I mean, spend these guys to wipe them out. The thing is, you've always got dudes. These guys can come over and grab it again.
Yeah. I've got some annoying dudes, and
Yeah.
do you have enough units that you can afford to be ignoring the mooks? And meanwhile, my heavy support can just plink you away a bit.
Yeah, it's just
Peter's
difficult.
in a really tough position because he's not a crazy mobile faction.
No, it's an interesting game. And also, I've tried my one bit of assault over here and been a bit scared off by that. These Peacekeeper defenders are going to see if I can soften up these dudes enough to then assault them.
Yeah, this is a turn Peter needs to dominate the objectives.
Yeah, I need to roll some decent dice here. So these two guys firing.
You could charge.
What?
You could charge. I'm just throwing out my crazy little...
The Peacekeeper defenders. They don't charge, they're defenders.
The best defense.
4+ to shoot.
All right.
Yeah, with a roll like that, I'm not going to do anything. That is just
And you
stuffed.
don't have access to your re-rolls without your
So
commander.
I got one command point. Well, that is stuffed. 3+. Yeah, 2 hits. That's not enough.
I get to re-roll one, sorry, for being resilient. Nice high number for Peter. He needs a win.
Yeah. So, that only does 2, which is definitely not enough.
There are more guys on the side than on the table now, but with the Marauders still holding 4 objectives,
You played very well. I've got to say, you played very well. Anyway, let's keep going. See what happens. You'll go.
these guys are going to flamethrower these guys. Yeah, the flamethrower always hits on 4+, regardless, so let's roll that. That's 2 dice looking for...
Only one.
Yep.
Special ability is called It Burns.
It burns. 7+.
Oh, what the?
Just like that. Just like that. You just roll a higher, Peter.
Oh, sorry. I've got to make a nerve test before damage is rolled. Nerve is 3. Oh, I rolled a 1.
So because you fail,
It doesn't matter. I'm marked as activated and lose Overwatch. I was already activated, so it doesn't. Oh, no, it's these guys. Oh,
these
no.
guys acted. These guys haven't acted.
Wow.
So by flamethrowing them, I've just robbed you of an activation of a key unit on the swing turn.
You're an evil horror man. Time for subtlety is over. I'm going to charge again. These guys. It's desperation time now. These guys are within 6, so they're going to do a charge action. If I'm really lucky and I can wipe you out in this assault, I can take this objective.
However, one thing Peter, in his desperation, is overlooking.
Oh, here we go.
These guys have not activated yet, which means they have access to their special assault reaction, which is countercharge.
I actually did this just to show you what an assault reaction is and how it works. That was
Peter, you're a generous and gracious opponent.
Okay, countercharge. That's all very well. However, I didn't do an assault, so you don't get to attack first. It just means we're simultaneous. You don't get the +1 for charging. I do. So and so it's 3+.
3+. Oh, that is fun.
So basically, it's all down to dice. I really want some really good rolls. 3+. Come on. Missed.
There's some twos in there.
That is terrible. 3. Far out. Like is deserting me at the crucial moment.
Yeah, you guys are like shooters, not brawlers.
Okay, what's your armor? 5+.
My armor is
isn't
5+.
it? That's 2.
Re-rolling 1 for being resilient.
I hate resilient. Oh,
One.
Right, that's not good.
He's not this guy. Oh, which guy? No, I will actually take off my flamethrower because I still want that guy.
Yeah, okay.
4+ with claws, which have 2 each.
Help me, viewers. I'm dying.
That's 6 dice. AP1, 4+. Looking for 4 and above.
Yeah, it's pretty bloody good. It's better than my roll.
Yeah. AP1, so what's your
6 and 5.
5 ups?
Ooh,
1 hit.
only 1. So, assault resolution. If it's the same, draw or no damage was caused by either side. Both units move 3 inches directly away from each other. And we both get a pin marker. That's interesting. Well, there you have it. Both forced each other back. No one's got the objective. Of course, he's got a unit here that can just run in and get it. But hey,
Yeah.
that isn't what I wanted to happen. I wanted to wipe out you and force you back and take that objective. It's not good.
Are going to spend a long order for a steady aim action, and they're going to use their long-range weapons to shoot at your jet bike. Yep, they're not hitting with every weapon, but they're hitting with enough. Oh, you've got evade, don't you? Because you're like... zippy.
Give you a little bit of motion sickness.
Yeah. 2 dice, 4 plus.
Yay!
Fail, fail. 4 plus. 1 hit.
Well, you can re-roll that one then.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, you're like,
Yeah. He's elusive.
can't hit you.
You're going to survive. Of course, we're not going to win, but you're going to survive.
I feel like this is the part of the game when we start playing like the sad Romanian violin music.
Peter loses again to Andy because Andy always wins because he's sneaky.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but
Okay.
also not sorry.
No, you're a better player, my friend. So I'm going to just bring my jet bike up to here.
Yes.
Fire at these dudes.
Ooh.
Just for fun.
Yeah.
But I think this is about it because I'm about to concede 3 dice, 4 plus,
Nice, nice.
2 hits and 1 EP, so that's a 4 plus.
No need to re-roll the resilience.
it.
Oh, play that sad music. I feel like my positive play experience comes at Peter's expense again.
Oh God, Andy has a real problem with winning. He just can't. Like, he really revels in the win, but then he feels really guilty about the win because he's such a sensitive son.
I'm such a conflicted person. Like, I love that games let me be an a-hole.
Well played, sir.
Well played. Hey, thank
You
you
did very
once
well.
again.
You played very well. You came up and grabbed the objectives and you held them. And I tried to stop you with firepower, but I didn't have enough firepower. You played very well indeed. And Firefight, it's a good game, isn't it?
I actually really enjoy it. And by the end there, like our first turn was slow. Turn
First turn
2
was
and
messy.
turn 2 and 3, we knew what we were doing. We weren't consulting the cheat sheets. We had meaningful decisions. We were hemming and hawing.
The rules just sort of go whoop, and they recede to the back. You're still checking things, you're doing stuff and everything, but they just push back a bit, and you feel like the game comes to the fore and the rules go back a bit. And I think that's great. There's enough chunkiness in them for meaningful decisions and tactical stuff. Well, from the Assault on Exham, which is the 2nd edition set, and I love it, Assault on Exham. It sounds like an assault on a suburb of London, doesn't it?
Yeah, it sounds like the lead belt of Nottingham are trying to take over some manufacturing facilities in the town next door.
Yeah, it's not sexy sci-fi, but anyway.
It's
But
British
in
sci-fi.
that set, I've got the Rat Men as well, so I'm really looking forward to getting the rat dudes out and playing with those as well, because and also we've got the basically the space doors as well.
I really want to
They've
try
got
them.
vehicles which I want to add in as well.
Yeah.
So I've got to paint those up because I really like this system. It is streamlined and fast and fun, and I really recommend it.
You forgot affordable as well, Peter, because honestly, you could buy something like Assault on Exham. You're not going to run out of options anytime soon. You'll get like a dozen games under your belt.
This is the thing I love. This is the book from Assault on Exham, and it's got all of the rules for all of the factions in it.
Well, what? No separate codexes?
No separate codexes. Look, again, I'm not knocking Games Workshop. Games Workshop do things very well, and that is the lore and the figures are fantastic. But this is affordable. It's got all the stuff you need in one book, and it's a great game system. So, horses for courses, you pick whatever you want to do, or you like me, you play both.
Yeah.
Because I'm just a magpie and I like all types of games. So good one, Mantic. And look, they sent me this game for free to play. I've said that before and I'll say it again. But that doesn't make any difference to the fact that it's just a damn good game.
Yeah, and I don't fake my enthusiasm. So I'm genuinely excited by this game.
Yeah.
Can't wait to play again.
So thanks very much for watching, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed this look at Firefight. More in the future, I hope. I want to be playing this more, and I want to paint up the armies from the latest set, and I'll show those off when I finally got around to doing that. In the meantime, go to my website, orderofgames.com, and you can get this rules summary, which you'll find so handy. It's really handy. All the special abilities are on this sheet. These are the rules on this sheet. And it also comes with reference sheets as well, play reference sheets as you're playing. So it's super handy. Just go along, download it, and if you really like it, there's a donation button. You could make a donation, or even better, you could join the Esoteric Order of Games community on Patreon and support what I do. And thank you very much for watching. Good gaming, everybody. See you, Andy.
Goodbye.